working full time in a manufacturing company, right, with a corporate role, और उसके साथ साथ preparation for all these examinations. That's not easy at all.
Sir's motivation came in. He said, never give up attitude. So I thought, okay, I'll divide my day. In whatever time I'll get, I'll try to complete at least my VRC part in the office and then come home and try to figure out whatever time I'll get. I'll just get some sleep and then figure out the questions and everything.
If you get low scores in initial mocks, there's no hope that you will be able to convert a good B school.
I know people who are in IIM Calcutta right now who scored 4 marks in the first mock. That's low mock scores even in the starting, between or towards the end, never mind. People from my year who cracked IIM Mumbai and IIM Calcutta, they recommended that please, Ravi sir is something that you can trust blindly. And actually, I'm here sitting in a college, I can say that you can trust him. Just whatever he says, whatever he teaches, do that. That's more than enough to get you good marks in the exam. It's more than enough.
That working professionals cannot crack top B schools.
It's definitely a myth. Pranit Rastogi, a good friend of mine, Ahmedabad. Shivang Kasna, Bangalore. I myself, XLRI Delhi. Devansh Vashne, MDI. So 4 of them, top B schools, all of them full-time working.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Conversion Diaries, जहां हर एक एपिसोड एक नए वॉरियर की कहानी होती है, एक नई कैट और जेड जर्नी होती है। आज हमारे साथ है एक पर्सन जो हर रोज टाइम की जंग लड़ रहा था और फिर भी ही कन्वर्टेड अ सीट एट XLRI दिल्ली। इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियर, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग बैकग्राउंड, मुंबई से प्लीज वेलकम द एवर रेजिलिएंट, एवर स्ट्रेटेजिक यश कुशवाहा। Yash, welcome to the Conversion Diaries.
Thank you for this opportunity, and I'm really excited to be here. And it's a fun to be in the campus and to share my journey with the upcoming aspirants. Thank you.
Yash, so happy to have you here today. And काफी लोग स्ट्रगल करते हैं विद ऑफिस प्लस कैट और जेट और बाकी भी स्कूल एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशंस की प्रिपरेशन की कॉम्बो में, राइट? एंड यू हैव एज्ड इट. So let's dive into your story, how you did it, what you did during that journey, right? So सबसे पहले तो let's start with if you have to sum up your preparation journey in just 3 words, what would the 3 words be?
For me, those 3 words would be strategic, resilient, and consistent. So that would be the 3 words I'd say.
That I think those are pretty solid choices, I would say. Yeah. And I feel the word resilient that you mentioned stands out the most because like working full time in a manufacturing company, right, with a corporate role, और उसके साथ साथ preparation for all these examinations, that's not easy at all, right? So just tell me, what was the biggest challenge in that phase for you when you had your office and you were preparing alongside for these examinations? Like, was there any moment when you felt like, yeah, how am I able to do both the things together, or will I be able to do it going ahead or not?
So one of the biggest issues that I faced was I was transferred to a very remote location in Andhra Pradesh, where it's Anapati. So one of the major issues that I faced was in internet connectivity and electricity connectivity as well. And of course, in the plant manufacturing setting, you don't know when you will get time because you have to come in shifts. And that created a very big challenge for me because I could not know when I'll be able to study. And to tackle that, I felt Sir's motivation came in. He said, never give up attitude. So I thought, okay, I'll divide my day. In whatever time I'll get, I'll try to complete at least my VRC part in the office and then come home and try to figure out whatever time I'll get, I'll just get some sleep and then figure out the questions and everything. So that was my strategy for it.
I think that was the best part, that you didn't quit juggling between your job and your preparation, and I think that's where most people break, but you kind of pivoted through it, right?
Definitely.
So you also mentioned about that turning point, right? When of course, as Ravi sir has also said, never to give up, right? And like first coming across Rodha mock, right? That being a reality check. So can you tell us more about it? Like how did it turn the way you were approaching your preparation?
So what happened was towards the end, July, August, my mocks in other institutes were consistent and I was feeling good about it. Okay, I'm in the line, I'm confident. But again, then came the Rodha's first open mock and everything came crashing down. I think I scored my lowest in that mocks and 26 marks or something I scored. So that was a paper was very tough. Sir mentioned that. But again, it gives you a reality check, it gives you a setback, and it gives you a moment to think upon that, okay, what is something that is going wrong? Is there something going wrong and how I can work on it? So I realized that, okay, these are my weak areas. I'm taking too much time on certain things and I should work on it. So that was a turning point, and I feel from there onwards, my marks definitely improved, but also it taught me to stay humble and do not break down whenever things go haywire. Instead, focus on how I can improve them.
That's interesting. And in fact, that feedback loop early on, I think really hit you hard, right? And then you mentioned about those games and tournament series puzzles in LRDI, which literally clicked for you, right? Or मतलब we always think ना कि when we actually watch football games and cricket games, those games click with you. You tend to remember कि यार उसमें क्या चीज थी, right? But that the puzzles, the problems in games and tournament problems in LRDI actually clicked with you, right? That was quite a story. Can you elaborate more on the same?
Yes, definitely. So I'm an avid football watcher, very hard Manchester United fan, and following schedules is something that I do very religiously, be it Champions League, be it English Premier League. So when games and tournaments came in, I realized it's nothing but a scheduling issue. Whatever problem that is being presented up to me is a scheduling issue. We have to schedule teams. A team will play in a knockout format, or a team will play a round robin format. So as a football player, I knew that, okay, what the situations are. And it was easy for me to connect with the questions. And what I used to do, what I'll tell you my personal story, I never used what Sir's conventions were. I changed them to the teams that I knew, and I always used to connect them in that manner. And that helped me to associate with the problem in a very faster manner. So if the question says that X and Y team will be playing the first round, so I used to name that Real Madrid and Manchester United will be playing the first round. In that way, I was able to associate with the problem in a better manner, and it clicked for me. So that was the way I went about it.
That was such a great strategy, and in fact, as you mentioned earlier, you got the similar problem in your cat slot one, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Cat Slot 1 had a similar games and tournament problem, and where we were supposed to make a table on how the teams will play each other. And I was going through the slots, and I then saw the games and tournament. I thought, okay, this is the first one I'll be solving. In 12, 13 minutes, I was able to solve the entire set, and it clicked for me very fast.
That's great, yaar. मतलब something when you come across something which you really know and which you are really excited about, that gives you a lot of confidence for other things also. But let's say, you mentioned the first Rodha mock that gave you a reality check, right? Having scored 26 marks, the lowest that you scored till then, right?
Yes.
But subsequently, when you saw a jump in your scores in your mocks, right? So was there any moment when it felt like, yeah, ab I think I'm prepared and I am ready to ace the examination?
So, to be honest, the feeling that, okay, I'm prepared never comes. I'll be honest with you. It's always a moment of doubt in your head. But yes, you can be confident in your preparation. And towards the end, October, November, when the mocks were at all high time level, people were appearing for mocks every 2 days. Even I was doing this. We were discussing the mock scores amongst ourselves. I realized that, okay, the weaknesses that I had in June, July are now being reduced. And I'm now able to score in my quantitative because that was my weakest section. So the moment those scores started to improve, my entire overall score started to touch 90s, hundreds. And that gave me a sense of confidence that, okay, whatever the paper will come, I'll be able to solve at least some good amount of it. So that was the confidence that I had.
That's a really good that you had that reality check in mind. Yeah, of course, you are never ready till you perform well in the on the D day, right? In the actual
Definitely.
battle. So yes, let's move to the essentials and the specifics of your preparation for your examinations, right? In this section we name as prep playbook. So let's just dissect your preparation strategy. जैसे you used to do for a LRDI games and tournament का set, right? So when we look at say CAT as an examination, right? VARC, DILR, QA, right? All three like different kind of monsters for someone or the other, right?
Definitely.
So which was the monster that you were afraid of the most initially, and how did you tame it later on?
Uh, the monster for me was QA. Despite being an engineer, QA was something that I was expected to score good at. And when I started my prep, the thing was that I was out of touch. Sir always says that you are never bad in something, you are just out of touch. So that was the case for me as well. I was out of touch from the practice, the mental math, and solving questions. So I had a bad habit of solving the question in the board manner. सब कुछ step by step, step by step, step by step. Because I used to do silly mistakes. So someone said कि आप लिख के करो properly. And subconsciously that habit got into me, and then मैं बहुत ज़्यादा लिख के करने लगा. But when June, July came in, I realized कि now I need to pacen up, because in the time that I'll write 3 steps, मैं 2 question या 1 question और कर सकता हूँ. So that's when I started to revisit my strategy, analyze my mocks कि if I'm attending 12 questions, मैं अगर steps कम करता, मैं 15 question कर सकता था. So that's when it clicked to me, and I started थोड़ा mental maths अपना speed up करने का. थोड़ा initially scores took a hit, but again that was the journey I had to go through. But towards September, when things got better for me, मैं 15-16 के attempt range में पहुंच गया, which was a very comfortable range if you want to score good in QA. 12-13 correct, 11 correct was my general accuracy, and towards the end I was comfortably able to attempt 15-14. That was my average score. So that's how I tamed that monster.
And that's a pretty good hack, I would say. मतलब paper less and head more, right?
Definitely.
मतलब in fact, in my opinion also, it's a very good approach, right? And mental calculations actually save a lot of time if practiced smartly in an examination like CAT or ZET or any other B school entrance examination, right? So, just tell me, you had earlier discussed about some peer group also, right? So,
Yes.
how did you create that peer group, and how did it help you in your entire preparation journey?
So the first peer group, I would say the Rodha doubt group. That was my first peer group. So sir had made, we were supposed to join the doubt group, and people used to share their doubts. So that kept me on toes. I used to solve those doubts, and that exposed me to a variety of questions. And कई लोगों से उसमें मुझसे मेरी बात होती थी, तो उनका पर्सपेक्टिव जानने को मिलता था. कई बार क्वेश्चंस में आर्ग्यूमेंट्स हुए हैं कि my method is right or their method is right, and then we used to go to the mentors कि क्या सही तरीका है and what is the shortest way to do it. From there, I joined a group called Club 99, and there we used to discuss. It was a group of I think 20-30 people, and we used to discuss mocks of Rodha and other coachings as well. And वहाँ पे it was a very healthy competition. If someone is scoring, and there were all kinds of people, I'll tell you. There were people who used to score very good in QA, 50, the range of 50, but उनका VARC was 3 marks, 4 marks, 5 marks. And then there were people जिनका VARC was in 50s, but their LRDI was in. तो there were a mix of people. कोई भी ऐसा नहीं था जो सब कुछ बहुत अच्छा कर रहा. And that created a very good environment. जिसका जो strong था वो सामने वाले को help करता था, and वो फिर in turn दूसरे को help करता था. मेरा अगर QA weak था but मेरा VRC was good, I was ranging 40s in my mock, तो मैं VRC वाले को help करता था. He used to help me in my QA preparation. तो एक हेल्दी कंपटीशन भी था, एक हेल्दी एनवायरनमेंट भी था, एंड एक लर्निंग कर्व बना रहता था. एंड इट आल्सो केप्ट एन अकाउंटेबिलिटी, क्योंकि हम लोग का था कि मंडे को इफ वी आर गोना हैव द डिस्कशन, सो बाय संडे टाइम निकाल के 2 घंटा कैसे भी करके वी हैड टू मेक श्योर दैट अ मॉक के लिए वी हैव अपेयर्ड. तो दैट केप्ट अ वेरी गुड अकाउंटेबिलिटी कि कोई भी मॉक मिस ना कर रहा हो अपना.
And in fact, that healthy competition with that mutual support is the best combo, I think. Is out there in your entire preparation wala phase, right? And since you mentioned and discussed the role of Rodha also, like quite a few times now, so let's pause here for a moment. I think we missed out on one thing, if I'm not wrong. uh, you didn't mention how did you first come across Rodha. Like, was there any YouTube recommendation जिसने ऐसा बोला हो कि यार भाई ये देख ले तो गेम चेंज हो जाएगा तेरा बिल्कुल.
So Rodha for me came when I was in an undergrad final year. मेरे आसपास the people were preparing for CAT. They used to watch Ravi sir's YouTube videos, and he was then part of an academy, I think. So from there, I started to watch his videos because I planned when I joined my organization, I planned that I'll appear for CAT.
So then I also in my final year मैंने थोड़ा videos वगैरह देखा, and then when I started my job and I started with my preparation, I was watching sir's YouTube videos, and then I came across that sir will be launching his own platform. So I was the one of the first ones to buy the batch one of Rodha, and I bought it on the second day of release. So October, I clearly remember. I was at my place. Sir launched, and then the next day I purchased the batch. I thought, okay, I'll go full in, and Rodha is something that will help me in this journey. So I bought it on the second day only.
एंड जब प्लेटफॉर्म लॉन्च हुआ तो बिना किसी सेकंड थॉट के यू enrolled basis the videos that you've seen, sir.
Yeah.
Like that really speaks volume.
Yes, because the quality of content in the YouTube videos were so high. The concepts, the questions that he used to take, that was so amazing. So I thought, ki, okay, I don't need to have a second thought. And the feedback, very important. People from my year who cracked IIM Mumbai and IIM Calcutta, they recommended that please, Ravi sir is something that you can trust blindly. And actually, I'm here sitting in a college. I can say that you can trust him. Just so whatever he says, whatever he teaches, do that. That's more than enough to get you good marks in the exam. It's more than enough.
And since you've been with Rodha since the very beginning, like since the platform launched, as you mentioned, so like what kind of friend was Rodha to you?
I would say a guiding mentor, because there were moments when I felt, because of my work, I felt overwhelmed. I thought कि यार नहीं हो पाएगा, नहीं कर पाऊंगा. And I used to text Ravi sir कि I'm feeling lost. The mentors over Rodha, they used to talk a lot कि कोई बात नहीं, you work hard. They were the examples. They said हम लोगों ने भी किया है, we were working, we worked hard. So you also do it. Just go through the journey. So a guiding mentor, I would say, definitely.
That's perfect. And I also remember you were mentioning earlier that on your mock days you used to fold your A4 sheets and then use it ताकि वो जो एग्जाम डे वाली रफ शीट होती है वैसा फील कुछ आए, राइट?
Yes, yes.
That was I think some next level dedication with the next level jugaad also. So can you tell something about that?
Yeah, so actually this came across when we were discussing it during May, June, जब mocks देना काफी start हो गया था. Then people said that we get into a bad habit कि पूरा अगर A4 sheet लेके बैठ रहे हैं solve करने, so we use that entire sheet. And during mocks, it does not reflect. During the actual paper, you get a very small, छोटा सा sheet. So people sometimes get. So I thought कि okay, I'll simulate the exam environment as is. I'll not take any chances. मैं नहीं लेके बैठूंगा A4 sheet. I went ahead, bought a JK Copier का बड़ा वाला A4 sheet का bundle. I used to bring that on and mock से पहले fold करा, staple किया. This is the mock sheet. अब जितना होगा इसी में solve होगा. I'll not use a bit of another paper. So that helped me कि मैं उस sheet को कैसे categorize करूँगा. VRC के लिए if I'm using 2 pages, LRDI के लिए 3, 4, 5 pages, and then rest for QA. That taught me. मतलब it's very people to people, but that helped me to. That simulated the exam environment for me. The moment I took that sheet, I was like, okay, I'm in the mock exam right now. So that kept my brain going. So that was the next level jugaad for me.
Yeah, but that was really nice to actually simulate the actual exam environment, right?
Yes.
But that was nice. So Yash, let's move to something fun now. Let's have a lightning round of what we call as this or that,
Sure.
but with a flavor of cat.
Okay.
Right? You just have to answer fast and explain if needed. Shall we start?
Sure.
Okay. So mock analysis alone or mock discussion with peers?
Mock discussion with peers. And because I feel that when you enter into that environment, you get to know where you went wrong, and you can also tell where they went wrong, which is a good feeling.
Okay. The next one we have is like for solving RCs, right? Option elimination या फिर आरसी का टोन और सेंट्रल आइडिया निकालना.
Tough one. I think RC का tone and center idea निकालना, because that will help you in the option elimination. You cannot eliminate the option without understanding the RC.
Okay. फुटबॉल आफ्टर मॉक्स या फिर चाय प्लस चिल?
Football after mocks, definitely. It helps me to relax at great extent. I made sure in Mumbai that I go to a game after my mocks in Mumbai.
Oh, that's great यार. Okay. फुल पेपर मॉक या फिर सेक्शनल मास्टरी पे फोकस?
Full length mocks, full length mocks. Sectionals are there to help you understand your strategy, but everything comes in actualization during your full length mocks. So full length mocks all the way.
And the last one for this round probably, early morning prep या फिर late night hustle?
Late night hustle, because I was working, so that's the only time that I used to get. So definitely late night hustle.
Correct. That's fun, yaar. So let's uh, shift a bit from this or that rapid fire round, and let's bust some myths now.
Sure.
है ना? मतलब there are a lot of myths which are there in the minds of all the aspirants out there. है ना? So let's just try to bust those myths. I'll give you a myth. You have to tell me whether it's actually a myth or it's a true fact. It's a true statement.
Sure.
ठीक है. The first one that we have is that working professionals cannot crack top B schools.
It's definitely a myth. Pranit Rastogi, a good friend of mine, Ahmedabad. Shivang Kasna, Bangalore. I myself, XLRI Delhi. Devansh Vashne, MDI. So 4 of them, top B schools, all of them full-time working.
That's really great. The next one we have is if you get low scores in initial mocks, there's no hope that you will be able to convert a good B school.
I know people who are in IIM Calcutta right now who scored 4 marks in the first mock. That's low mock scores even in the starting, between or towards the end never matters. The mocks are there to help you understand your preparation in a better manner. Scores never matter. It just gives you a confidence, and if you don't score well, move to the next one. Always.
That's great. In fact, these are such great real examples of people who have done it so far. The next myth that we see a lot is that if you're weak in QA, if you're not good in maths from your school from the beginning, right, then CAT is out of your reach. You can never crack CAT.
I myself is an example for it. I was not weak, but yes, a bit short as compared to the other sections in QA. Never. You can always improve on stuff. I improved on it at lengths. You can always improve in QA, and it's never out of reach. You're just out of practice.
Okay, and the last myth that we have today is that peer groups on Telegram, like, they waste a lot of your time.
I gave you the 4 names before as well. All of us were very good friends on Telegram. We used to discuss mocks on Telegram. So never. If you use them well, they are the best source of support you get, because the journey is overwhelming. Sometimes you need people you can rely on, you can talk to, and if they are in the similar game, it helps a lot.
That's nice. I guess all your explanations were to the point to actually bust all the myths that we see around in this industry when students prepare for CAT. So Yash, let's move to our last segment of this podcast. So just tell me, if you are given a chance to say something to a version of yourself during your preparation time at a particular moment, a specific moment that you remember of, right? What would you have said to your version?
I think the version that I would have talked to would be during my preparation journey at July-August stage, when I was transferred to Mumbai. At that point, I thought that I'll not be able to do it, and transitioning, a month is lost. And due to that, it costed me another 15 days to get out of that zone. That costed me my marks during my final CAT exam. I'll go back to him, I'll say that no matter what is happening around you, stay consistent, stay focused, keep working. Even if you're not feeling, get out of the bed, just sit there for 2 hours, appear for a mock, do something that you like in the preparation, and you will be good to go. There's no need to worry, there's no point of worrying. You can worry after the exams. There is ample of time after that. You can worry after it, definitely, but during that moment, don't. Just don't lose your focus. That's that.
That's really true. And in fact, for all the people out there, Joe, like you are fighting with the office alongside the preparation, right? या फिर जिनको लगता है कि the peer pressure is too much, उनके लिए कोई एक छोटा सा मैसेज.
ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट योर टाइम. ऑफिस में थोड़ा टाइम निकाल सको एंड घर पे आके यू हैव टू सैक्रिफाइस ऑन वीकेंड्स. आई विल बी ऑनेस्ट, आई विल नॉट लाई कि सब कर लोगे, नहीं. यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू. यू हैव टू सैक्रिफाइस ऑन वीकेंड्स. यू विल हैव टू वर्क हार्ड, बट एट द एंड इट्स ऑल वर्थ इट. When the moment when you step into the campus, you yourself feel, your parents feel a very great feeling that you have, and it feels very good. So it's tough. It's tough to be in the game, but be resilient, be strategic, divide your time in a very good manner, and that will definitely help you. Everyone's here to support, and you will sail through definitely.
That's right. So yes, you're of course getting that XLRI tag, right? But I think you're disciplined, and that real preparation journey deserves a lot more respect. And when aspirants like you convert top B schools, right, it really ignites that hope in the minds of all the working professionals that they can also do the same. So thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your journey.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rodha, for giving this opportunity. I hope the words help the people who are coming up for the CAT 25 exam. All the best to everyone. Thank you.
Okay, and to all my friends out there, अगर आपको भी लगा हो कि आप भी इसी जर्नी में कहीं पर हो, राइट, ऑफिस के बीच में कैट की प्रिपरेशन, कभी लो स्कोर्स, कभी पीयर कंपैरिजन, राइट, देन लेट दिस एपिसोड बी अ रिमाइंडर दैट स्ट्रेटेजी प्लस रेजिलियंस प्लस योर सपोर्ट सिस्टम is always equal to a breakthrough. So this was your host Ananya with Yash Kushwaha, and this was the Conversion Diaries powered by Rodha. Until next time, keep hustling, keep grinding. Goodbye.